Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to follow up my query earlier. Kasi kanina tumungo silang lahat at magsusulat ng mga numbers pero nung kinolekta nung page natin wala namang binigay. So I'd just like to confirm, Ms. Guito, kailan nyo isusulat yung mga telephone numbers na meron sa inyo?
Sir, kasi yung isang telepono ko nasa bahay, but I texted na para i-send sa akin yung mga numbers.
So
I will give it to you later.
Today?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Wong, bukas sabi ninyo.
I'll just finish this.
I'm sorry.
Do you have any photograph, Mr. Weikang, sir?
Sir, yung passport po niya.
Hindi,
binigay-
nasa iyo.
Opo, binigay na po namin sa
Ganun,
sa inyo po, tsaka sa AMLA, yung reports po namin lahat po.
No, not the passport. You mean the
Picture.
photocopy?
Hindi ho yung passport. Yung photocopy
Yes,
lang
photocopy
po.
of,
Photocopy lang po.
passport picture.
Opo.
Can we check in the Immigration Bureau?
Opo, sir.
Chairman,
Yes, please. Opo.
who this Weikang Su is and how often was he in the country and whether he was in the country at the time material to this incident?
Yes, Mr. Senator, there is already a reply of the immigration.
Yeah. What was the reply?
Nandiyan na I think your office has been furnished a copy.
Ano sabi ba nila?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Yes, I just have a question for Mr. Wong, no? Sabi niyo, bukas niyo ibibigay yung mga numbers. Pero yung number po ninyo, nagamit ninyo noon, masusulat niyo na po.
May kasulat ko na po.
Nasulat mo na. Naibigay mo na ba?
Number po nila, hindi ko ma-memorize. Yung akin, meron po.
Yan ho yung number ninyo na ginagamit niyo noon during these times.
wait,
Opo. Yes, all right. Thank you. Nasulat niyo na.
Clarify this.
Pakibigay. Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
According to the Immigration Bureau, Bureau of the Immigration Commission, there is no such person entering the Philippines. Is that so? Is that the
Meron po, sir.
meron?
Has that issued yung ano po?
I cannot read it. I cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, may I have time to read this, Mr. Chairman?
Certainly. Okay, Senator Bam.
May we instruct the page to get... Ito yung kay Mr. Wong, no? This is from the Bautistas. Yung kay Mr. Wong nandoon. And I think the lawyers will be preparing the waiver for the phone records, no? If we can kindly receive that today as well. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Attorney Calleja. Could you talk to the mic, please?
Mr. Chairman, just a minute.
Mr. Chairman, we will just prepare the waiver. Give
According
it
to
tomorrow.
this-
We'll prepare it in the office.
This is a communication of the Bureau.
I will get back to you. Okay, Senator
This
Enrile.
is a communication of the Department of Foreign Affairs to the committee, and it says that the Philippine Consul General in Chongqing, China, informed the department that the post has not issued a visa to Mr. Weikang Su. Now, how is it that he was in the country? Huh? Is that, if this is correct, then there's something is wrong with our, even with our system of immigration.
Ito naman po yung
Yes. I will read into the record what was written in this communication. This is the letterhead of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Kagawaran ng Ugnayang Panlabas, Office of the Undersecretary for Civilian Security and Consular Concerns, etc. Confidential. Dear Attorney Kimbo, further to this office letter dated 08 April 2016 regarding the visa application of Mr. Weikang Su, transmitted herewith is fax CQ 203-206-216 dated 07 April 2016 from the Philippine Consulate General in Chongqing, China, informing the department that Post has not issued any visa to Su Weikang with passport number G51836-410 and date of birth 03 November 1972. Thank you. Sincerely, by authority of the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Rafael E. Segis, Undersecretary. Now, so it becomes material to find out whether a person with the same photograph, with the same passport, entered the country, and that can only be verified from the Commission of Immigration Commission, and we have to find out. This is a part of our duty.
Yes, Mr. Minority Floor Leader, we will. Well, I understand, Ms. Abad, the AMLA has already coordinated with the immigration. What was relayed to you by the immigration?
Mr. Chair, with due respect, the matter is within the jurisdiction of the Blue Ribbon Commission. We are not concerned about the executive department. It is a function of legislation and policy determination. So I think we have to exercise our right to know what's going on.
Yes, what's your specific request, Mr. Senator?
I'm addressing this to the chair. This is a very
Yes,
material
what's the
matter.
specific request, Mr. Senator? What's the specific request?
Well, I leave it to the chair. You are confronted with the document where the chair is confronted with the document saying that there is no such visa issued. Then the next question is, why was he in the Philippines to be involved in this kind of an operation?
I see. Well, there is this letter of Commissioner Heron dated March 16, and it says, Dear Director Conchu of the Blue Ribbon, the Bureau of Immigration records show that Weikang Su is a PROC national with date of birth on November 3, 1972. On 18 March 2015, Su first arrived in the Philippines via flight CZ377 at Naiya Terminal 1. And on March 24, 2015, he departed the Philippines. On April 1, 2015, he returned to the Philippines. The Bureau of Immigration granted him a temporary visitor visa. It appears that Su is still in the Philippines.
Hey, did we verify whether the zoo mentioned in the passport mentioned by Mrs. Bautista is the same person covered by that communication of the Immigration Bureau? Did the Blue Ribbon Committee did that function to find out if there is any quality of identity between the Weikang Su of that has been mentioned here and the Weikang Su which is the subject of that communication?
I understand the Director General would like to explain something. Director General.
Mr. Chair, initially we had problems because when the Bureau of Immigration wrote to us for the first time, they were asking us which Weikang Zoo we were referring to because there are many Weikang Zoos in their records. So what we did was try to find out what the birthday was, and when we found out what the birthday was, we wrote to the DFA, and then we wrote again to the Bureau of Immigration, and that is the reply of which is something that we're trying to fish out from our document box right now. Once we find it, Mr. Chair, we will show it to you. But it's there and we're looking for it.
The Weikang of Miss Bautista, whose birthday was supposed to be
November
3 November 1972. 1972. It's the same Weikang as that one referred to in the communication of Commissioner Peron of the Immigration. Is that correct?
Yes, our forward it is.
So he was here and on
He was here, he was
to
here.
this issue. Okay. Thank you.
All right. That matter being settled,
Do you have any photograph, Mr. Weikang?
Sir, yung passport po niya.
Hindi,
Binigay.
Nasa iyo?
Opo, binigay na po namin sa
Ganun.
sa inyo po, tsaka sa AMLA, yung reports po namin lahat po.
no, not the past.
So numbers na meron sa inyo?
Sir, kasi yung isang telepono ko nasa bahay, but I texted na para i-send sa akin yung mga numbers.
So
So, we'll
before-
give it to you later.
Today?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Wong, bukas sabi ninyo.
I'll just finish this.
I'm sorry.
Do you have and whether he was in the country at the time material to this incident?
Yes, Mr. Senator, there is already a reply passport. You mean a
Picture.
photocopy?
Hindi ho yung passport. Yung photocopy
Yes,
lang
photocopy
po.
of,
Photocopy lang po.
Passport picture.
Opo.
Can we check in the Immigration Bureau, Mr.
Opo, sir.
Chairman,
Yes, please. Opo.
who this Weikang is and how often was he in the country?
Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to follow up my query earlier. Kasi kanina tumungo silang lahat at magsusulat ng mga numbers pero nung kinolekta nung page natin wala namang binigay. So I'd just like to confirm, Ms. Guito, kailan nyo isusulat yung mga telephone